Shura Bashura Shura. I think all the gate guards are the same. Oh, goody woody. Nice to see you drop by. So, what mission will you take upon yourself today? The Jester who'd be king. Right, Daru. I finally plucked up my courage, so listen carefully before I lose my nerve. This mission has not been approved by the civil guards. We're not supposed to offer missions without official approval, but this time, we're breaking the rules. Metasmith, we want you to help Minister Apururu. Go to the Manustery and meet with the minister. Can't Daru tell anyone about this mission. If you see any civil guards, turn tail and run like a Ra-Rob. Ra-Rob. That's a funny word. Ra-Rob. 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 I can't say it. Where is Manustery? Alright, I'm looking for Apururu. There we go. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Why, hello there! A Windurst trust permit? Ah, you must be talking about that new magic wagic. My big brother is participating in the initiative too. I'm afraid, Wade, he cannot help you right now. Answer another quest. You have my thanks. I'm sure you've heard about from the guards how terribly important this mission is to me. As you know, my brother, Minister Ajido Marujido, has now spent a considerable amount of time in the Dark Dungeon. My brother is a very resilient person. However, the Dark Dungeon is a chamber that drains magical power. To spend this much time in there, I beg of you, please help me save him. I know this goes against all the rules, but I have to help my brother. Sure. Thank you, Metasmith. I've been researching a way to save my brother. The chamber that lie beneath the central tower are sealed with the power of the stars and the moon. The chambers that lie beneath the central tower are sealed with the power of the stars and the moon. This means that the doors to those chambers can only be opened with an item imbued with that same power. The rings carried by the ministers are such items. Every time a minister is appointed, a ring is made and presented to the new minister by Heaven's Tower. After learning of this, I took the Manustery ring and set off for the Dark Dungeon. Give it up, Apururu. That seal is beyond you. Professor Shantoto. I heard you were sneaking around asking people about the Dark Dungeon. Why don't you just stand at the top of Heaven's Tower and yell, "I'm going to break my brother out of jail. Arrest me, someone!" How imprudent. And you were always such a bright student. I won't just stand by and let my brother waste away in there. But I can't. The door won't. I understand how you feel. I don't want to lose him either. Especially after all the trouble I've gone through to raise the toughest-nails, wicked wand-wielding, savage, spell-slinging wizard to take over the Orrestory as Orrestory minister. Listen up, and I'll explain about the door deep below the tower. This door, as you've discovered, can be opened by the power of the stars and the moon. Everything in the Horutoto ruins is governed by this power. However, the magic sealing these doors has weakened when several of the towers were severely damaged during the Great War. And so up until now, these doors could have been opened with a single minister's ring. No need for a charm created by Heaven's Tower like before. Haven't you figured it out? What does that hand of yours contain? You would have realized it by now if you were using that melon you call a brain. If you'll recall, Ajido Murujito restored the power of the ruins. My dear dumpling, now you are no longer able to open the door by using just one ring. Such stupidity! Ah, forgive my amusement. I didn't come here to laugh at you. I have a brilliant idea to help your brother through. Please tell me what I must... Really, Professor Shantoto? Please tell me what I must do, what I have to do. You must gather the rings of the 5 ministers. Yes, it is a chore. But, using their combined power, you should be able to dispel the seal on the door. Bring the 5 rings to my house in Windurst walls. We can only get started when you have them all. Thank you so much, Professor. I will never forget this. You'd better not. Ah, there's one more thing you'd better not forget. Don't think of going after the rings yourself. It would be something you'd regret. Leave it to an adventurer who's capable. You know Metasmith? She's very useful and usable. It almost boggles the mind how eager she is to stick her nose into some dangerous squeeze. There's no reason not to take advantage of Metasmith's natural tendencies. This is why I need your help. Here, this is my Manustery ring. I know it's a lot to ask, but please save my brother. I beg of you. Really map too. Map 2. No, it isn't. This is map 3. How do I get to map 2? Probably up there. Okay. I don't know my way around this place very well. Oh, no, right here. It's not northwest. Alright, let's see. Oops, sorry. I never expected to see you here again. You adventurers certainly get around. And now what of the book and the gods? Oh, this is the French. And now what of the book of the gods? What has become of it since the ancient restored its magic? I see. The Star Sibyl has yet to forgive Ajido Marujido. If she was really that furious, it's possible the Star Sibyl intends to quash all traces of Ajido Marujido's natural-born magic ability. The Dark Dungeon has that kind of power. In my student days, I saw with my own eyes one who had met with such a fate. And how is poor Apururu holding up? She must start to be worried sick herself. She must be worrying herself sick. And that is the course of action she has decided on. Such a brave girl. Well then, you must take my Manustery ring and return to Windurst. Please help our dear Apururu. Take the book of the gods to Ajido Marujido. He is not one to shrink back in the face of the truth. Aww. How do proto waypoints work? There's a missing... Oh, you can't see from there. There was a missing polygon up there. Anyways. Fire Belcher. Let's see what's in here. Doesn't look like there's any NMs up, but... It's fun to check every now and then. I don't think there's really any NMs on this side of the map. Oh, this way. There we go. Oh, yeah. I've actually got a lot of reading I have to do for you, Amanda. We're doing 33 pages for the manuscript, so I'll get through it. I have about, at the beginning of my shift at work, I have about 2 hours before people start showing up for tutoring, so I should be able to get through a few pages every day, and then when I go home I can work on it a little bit more, but I might look at it tonight actually. But we'll see. Not too much is going on right now. I have to do some work on another house Friday, so I'll be driving down the other place then, but I'm hoping I can get that floor installed by at least by next Sunday. And then there's a couple more things that need to be done on that house before it's all finished, but ritual site, isn't there a geomagnetic font in here? Yeah. Energy wafts up from the ground. I wonder if you're supposed to do something with it, or if it's not this particular waypoint that you're supposed to be using. So... Okay, yeah, you need to do a whole quest for that. Never mind. That's too bad. I was really hoping I could just grab that on the way through and I'd be done, but... no such luck. None of these guys actually aggro. I could have sworn they did. It's fine. I don't need aggro. Trying to decide what I want to do with the overlay I've worked on. I have, do I have her trust yet? Yeah. What's her name? I'm trying to remember characters' names, and I have it on the right of my screen. What is it? No, quest. Rhapsodies. Amazon. Iroha, that's the name. Oh, there it is, okay. So I have Iroha's image on the right there. I'm not sure if I want to do any more framing with that side window. Because I think I'll put like... It wants me to use a face cam, so I'm going to put a face cam up there. Because I have... Oh, go away. I have an old cell phone that I use as a camera, but it's not charged tonight, so I can't mess with it right now. But, there we go. But once it's finished charging, I should be able to do a cam and put it on the bottom of that image. I haven't decided what else to do with it, but alright, let's see. Saral Gajal. Ah, just started the person I wanted to see. There's something I wanted to ask you. How did you use that malevolent magic dowel to track me down? The Manustery ring? So this ring is what brought Daru about my discovery. Well, I can't just throw it away. What to do? Here, I'll give it to you for safekeeping. Please hold on to it until I return to the Manustery. That was convenient. And then... So, Sadalgajal, Rikususu, Optistry. Manustery, Optistry, Manustery, 1, 2, there we go. Yay, ban. Porika, which was in the other room, wasn't she? I have no idea what the genders are. Not a clue. Or no, this is the... It's gotta be. There we go. Polska Porika. What? There's no reason for me to feel guilty. I have absolutely no intention of defying the will of the Star Sibyl. What is that? You want me to lend you my Optistry ring again? I know what you're up to. You want to go back to the Manustery, don't you? There's no more reason for you to go there. In fact, daughter, you really shouldn't. How would you talk yourself out of trouble if you happen to run into the Star Sibyl again? What's that? That's not the reason. You mean to break out Agito Marugito out of the Dark Dungeon using my Optistry ring? The Dark Dungeon, They say the Dark Dungeon drains a person's magical power, eventually killing them. I doubt Daughter the Star Sibyl really intends to rob Agito Marugito of his life. But she may be angry enough to rob him of his life as a mage. There was once a similar tragedy? I seem to recall. Now, who was that? In any case, I have not the slightest interest in doing anything that would benefit Daru Agito Marugito. If you're looking for help from me, you've come to the wrong place. Now, get out of here. Just a moment, Daru. It can't be. Power I feel coming from you. The magic has returned to the blank tome. It's a miracle. This will mean the salvation of Windurst. What? You intend to have Agito Marugito read the book? Don't Daru be a fool. If you want someone to read it, then give it to me. I can... Great goddess, I cannot. This is beyond my strength. I may be able to open it if I had the Diza Star of the Star Sibyl. A wily wizard of Agito Marugito's power should be able to withstand this magic. I admit defeat, Daru. But if I help you get this book to Agito Marugito, you must Daru tell me what knowledge its pages contain. I must Daru know the dangers and truth learned by Minister Karaha Baruha. Here, take my Optistry ring. Return it to me as soon as your task is complete. Okay. So, I need to go talk to Bururu again. Waters, walls, waters. No. Woods. Hawk house. There we go. Apururu. Okay. Let's see. Apururu. No. Of course, I had totally forgotten. Excuse me. Of course, I had totally forgotten. Of course, I had totally forgotten. When my brother was arrested, his Manustery ring was confiscated by Heaven's Tower. There is no way Samir Lafina will just hand it over for no good reason. Maybe if you tried talking with Gupipi. Okay. We'll give it a shot. Yes. So tired lately. This one quest is going to take at least another hour, I think. I don't know if I want to be on that long. We'll see. Go to walls. Point 1. Yeah, let's see. Talk to Kupipi. And then go to Outpost Warp. I might have to change my sub-job to Black Mage just for the warp spell. What is it? What is it? You seem all worked up about something. I don't respond to veiled threats. If you have something you want to ask me, just come out and say it. Absolutely not! The Manustery ring is extremely valuable and can't just be handed over to any old adventurer on demand. Tell me exactly what you want to use it for. Obviously for a jailbreak. As a favor for Minister Apurudu. For Minister Apurudu, there's something decidedly suspicious going on here. But maybe I've been a little hasty. You and I have known each other for a while now, and I assume you have a good reason for wanting the ring. So I'll give you a little hint. The Manustery ring is being carried by Samir Lafina. At the moment, she's off at the northwest tower of the Horutoto ruins, dealing with the Rogi-Wogi Cardians. She's been gone a long time, though, and I'm starting to worry. Oh. Trying not to yawn too much. I need jailbreak, and I need to bring a jigsaw with me. And I need to bring a rotary cutter with me. So the house I'm working on, there's 2 more subfloor pieces I need to put in. It needs to go around a circular section of it's part of the stair banister rail. In the bottom of it, the base, there's this like circular base to it. So I need to make sure I can do a circle cut for the subfloor. Okay, where am I going? I6 over here. There's a lot of enemies. There's a lot of enemies in this room. What is this guy? He's dead. That's what he is. So I do need sneaking this through here. Okay. I don't really remember the rotten jam ever being around there. Like, I don't remember any of those ever being around here, but these zones all change when they increase the level cap, so who knows. I thought in general they just changed like they changed the type of, or the level of the enemies, that not necessarily like the black slime should be like level 15, 24, yeah. It's like there would have always been slimes here, just there's a cracked wall here, right? Yeah. There we go. Oh, whoops. It seems a guardian is blocking your way. That caught me off guard. So Flames is using Chain Spell. Swords. Swords is using Invincible, so let's do magic. Invincible is not magic. It's gonna take forever. Never mind. It's okay. Am I doing damage yet? Yeah, I'm doing damage now. Okay. This tower is the territory of the Guardians. No intruders will be permitted. All intruders will be sent to oblivion. This is not a game, you overgrown puppets. Your usefulness has ended. Without your master, you have no more reason to exist. Embrace the eternal slumber that awaits you. Things have changed. We have chosen our king. Our king has arisen and we rally to his standard. We join with our king to build our future. You have chosen a king? Minister Zampa Zippa of the Manustery still lives? Zanzippa, he is no king. He is nothing more than a foolish jester, tainted with the guilt of his crimes. Our king is noble and powerful, a dazzling presence. Who goes there? Seize her! Uh-oh. Oops. You! Why are you? Now we have 2 intruders to punish. Let us deal with these interlopers before others arrive to complicate things. Yes, let us punish them. Let us punish them now. Hold. Your Majesty, Your Majesty! What do you intend to do with these people? They are intruders who have trespassed in the royal chambers. They will be punished. I forbid it. This person, Metasmith, she is the star born of the wish of the Star Sibyl. If she is lost to us, we lose ourselves an ally. Metasmith still has an important role to play. She will make me whole again. Your Majesty, if this person is to be spared, what has become of the Mithra? The Mithra also has her roles to play. The first of which is to hand over the ring she carries to Metasmith. What? Goddess curse you, but it seems I have little choice. You have another role you must perform. You must protect the Star Sibyl. Until the moment comes when the stars converge, you must defend the Star Sibyl from the Bearer of Darkness. You know of the Bearer of Darkness? When all the stars come together, all will be revealed. But whether that moment will come depends solely on your ability and talent. You must create that moment. Metasmith, at this time you are our brightest guiding star. Is that supposed to be illuminate? Illumine our land and our sky with your brilliance. Maybe illumine is proper. I don't know. Alright. I might... Nah, it should be good. Because there's a 10-minute cooldown on the warp ring. There's a lot of traveling in quick succession. Sometimes it's better to have like a warp scroll on hand just in case you need to do a second warp. There we go. Get the trust permit out of the way. Okay, here we go. My big brother. What's that? The Guardians have chosen a king? What on Vanadia are they thinking? I understand when Guardians no longer follow the orders of their masters. What? I understand when Guardians no longer follow the order of their masters. I understand when Guardians no longer follow the order of their masters. This happens when the concept of master ceases to have meaning to them. But after this has happened, they shouldn't be taking on a new master. for that to happen. No, it's not possible. But putting that aside for the moment, please take the rings to Professor Shantoto in Windurst walls. I must auto apologize. I was a little bitty distracted by when you told me. I was a little bitty. I was expecting more of like a little whittle or something like that. Alright. Shantoto is in Windy Walls. I don't remember which house is hers, but... Okay, yeah, it's on the right anyway, so we would have had to run a while, no matter what. Link Moink. Urere. Dakota. Wine. Win. Wayne. And Dakota. Migi Senta. Kayama. Majad. Beyond Shantoto. Let's go. Alright. Those impudent fools from that Junoan Institute. After their years of research, I thought they'd be more astute. To let that rogue Ajita Marujito in on the game, while I sit here dethroned, maligned, and shamed. If an adventurer possessing the Winter's Trust Permit passes through my domain, it would give me no greater pleasure than to make them writhe in pain. Okay. Oh, you're such a tattied old badge, but you're proud. Can this be? You're bearing your nature, no shame for all to see. If you become an Manustery mercenary and change your foul ways, you can wear the strongest equipment for the rest of your days. That does not mean, although if your days aren't yet done, you won't be able to remove it, but that's part of the fun. Okay, so that's 2 other quests. That's that quest. Okay, here we go. You said something? You've collected all 5 the Minister rings? Well, I never believed... Excuse me. Well, I never believed you would actually get them all. Come on, then. Let's have a look at them. Don't stall. You've done well, but the fact a ragtag adventurer such as you could bring them all to 5... But the fact that a ragtag adventurer such as you could bring them all to could bring together all 5 rings, something about that just chills my bones and makes me cringe. That doesn't rhyme, though. The fact that a ragtag adventurer such as you could bring together all 5 rings, something about that just chills my bones and makes me cringe. Doesn't work. Sorry guys, that was awful. Its undertaking will most likely leave a mark on Windurst history. And now that we have all of the ministers in on the act, Pururu won't have to shoulder all the blame, will she? Right then, let's complete the final preparations. Hocus pocus, circularum focus. Behold, the forbidden glove of perpetual twilight. Now all that's left is for you to take this to Apururu. Let's see. You've completed the preparations for opening the Dark Dungeon. Wonderful! You have my most heartfelt thanks. Now, to the Dark Dungeon we go. Oh, that won't do. Professor Shantoto said I shouldn't be seen traveling with you. We'll rendezvous by the door. Please be careful, Metasmith. Okay. Well, this one I actually need to go to... I think over here by the exit there's the... travel guide, maybe. Go here, go backwards. Oh, Swift Shoes. Hell yeah. If I wait 20 seconds. That's interesting. There we go. I wonder if that stays after zoning. That's a significant increase in my walking speed. Yes, it does. Awesome. Alright, this puts me behind the 3-mage gate. What's that? Goku, not Goku. Gate of Light. Thunder. No, not there. Water. Earth. Gate of Darkness. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm late. Okay, here goes. Metasmith, keep a lookout. My dear brother. Is this a dream? Ajito Marujito, are you alright, Daru? This is no dream. Please wake up. A dream, huh? It feels like I've been trapped in a never-ending nightmare. The bearer of darkness was here. He said he was searching for someone. He seemed to be in pain. The bearer of darkness? What are you talking about? Is that? I sense a mysterious force nearby. What is it you're carrying? Are you kidding me? One of the ancients returned the magic to this tome? That's just ludicrous! But still, this level of power, it's most definitely... That book, could it be? Ajito Marujito, no! Oh. Ajito Marujito! Alright. twice. Here we go. Metasmith, my brother has yet to open his eyes. Professor Shantoto came to check on his condition, but there was nothing she could do if he doesn't regain consciousness. But I must stay strong. Thank you, adventurer. I will never forget what you have done to help my dear brother. Oh, and about the glove of perpetual twilight. Professor Shantoto still... Well, perhaps you should go ask the professor. Nice. Rank 9, baby. Heck yeah.